Is that Kirby King 56?
Yes, it is. Do a Smash Bros. Tier list.
That's a quick one. There's only so many games.
I think he meant characters.
Did he? Well, if you meant characters, I don't know about that.
I'll do that.
Did you mean characters or rank the games?
Oh no, I'll do it.
We're gonna do
Smash
characters.
Bros.
Oh shit!
Characters.
Let's go. Rank them by what? Rank them by what? You rank them by how much you like them. Rank them by like
Super
how good they
Smash
are.
Bros. Ultimate with Smash Wiki icons. Oh, that could be interesting. Let's see these icons.
On that note, I
See if
have
it has
to
the DLC.
pack for tomorrow for work,
It does.
so I'm gonna head out, especially because I don't Smash. So
Yeah.
Okay, night.
Night.
Yeah, everyone. Yeah, it has everyone. I mean, Kazuya's not on there yet, but that's fine.
But that's
You can rank
tomorrow.
him after.
Yeah. All right. So I guess this is just going to be based off my opinions. Are these?
So how much you like them and how hyped you were for them being in that kind of deal.
Yeah. Well.
How they were adapted too, maybe.
Yes, I'm going to go by adaption and how much hype I was for them. I guess. Bayonetta. I mean, she was the person who I voted on the ballot. So let's put A for there. I actually did vote for Bayonetta on the ballot because I figured, hey, Nintendo can actually get that. And, you know, people asking for Goku or Luffy or all these stupid shit being stupid. We probably
asking for Goofy.
I'm sure someone has.
Yes. I know everyone was like, "Oh, we need Dante," but I think Bayonetta has a way better game than the Devil May Cry. Well, until Devil May Cry 5, but when this was out, it was 4. 4 was shit. Bowser. Oh God, where do I put Bowser?
Bowser's fun as fuck to play.
Bowser is fun, but I think as a representation of the character, he's not that good.
Yeah, you know what? It's because like what Bowser is it adapting? He's kind of just like Smash Bowser.
Yeah.
It's not like he's the RPG Bowser or like any of the sports games. He's kind of just his own thing. It's like Smash Bros. Bowser.
Yeah.
So it's like whatever.
It's whatever. I might change this later, but it's E.
Yeah. There's like 80 characters to rank. You're allowed to move them around a bit.
Bowser Jr. Again, I'm putting at E. He's a poor representation of his character. I think the only game where
he's in the clown car though.
Yes, and what game?
He's got cool normals.
Okay,
he's got like the little punching and like the tongue and.
Okay, so what game was he in the clown car in?
New Super Mario Bros. Boss Battle.
God, I do not remember those games at all. Still, when Bowser, no wait, was Bowser Jr. introduced in 4? Yeah, he was introduced at 4, so that was.
You got to keep in mind that he's with the Koopa Kids too, so they were kind of making a move set for like 2 different sets of characters. It does okay for both of them.
I just feel that they could have done more with him. I don't like how he's relegated to just the I'm the person in the car character. The character is Koopa Car. It's not even Bowser Jr. when you think about it.
True. It is. It is the Koopa Car. It's the Koopalings, but Bowser Jr. is like the front character.
Yeah. Which is kind of sad when you think about it, because it's more just representing the Koopa Car than Bowser Jr. himself.
I mean, what else does Bowser Jr. do though? He's in the Koopa Car in 3D World, the DLC.
Yeah,
like he's the Koopa Car guy.
Yeah,
he doesn't have like a moveset or anything. Bowser Jr. in F tier. I mean, as a playable character, like he's not good to play as in free for all.
You have a point.
He's not great competitively. He's not great for like if you got him in a random, your reaction would probably be like ah.
Yeah. Okay. Captain Falcon became legendary in Smash. It's going in Bayonetta tier. Really poor representation of the game, but. What they did with him
they just had to make up something for him.
They had to make up something for him, and what they made up for him kind of became what Captain Falcon was. The fact that the F-Zero anime used to smash Captain Falcon in the anime kind of proves that how good this version of Captain Falcon was.
The only reason that franchise is alive, honestly. Like that all that's left of that franchise.
Yeah. Are the Pokemon separated? Yes, they are. Okay, Charizard. Oh, God. I'm gonna say D tier. He's had so much variance, but I think his moveset, like, he's the Flare Blitz guy now.
He is the Flare Blitz guy.
He is the Flare Blitz guy.
Orange Lizard, easy S tier. He's overpowered.
He sucks, though. That's the thing. And, like, it took the ultimate to make Pokemon Trainer actually usable.
I mean, Pokemon Trainer collectively is kind of aight.
Yeah. But we're not doing that according to this list. My hombre, Crom, you were robbed of anything that you could have had. You are a poor representation of your character. As much as I hate to put this, I'm putting him in E tier. Crom is just a clone. He has nothing from him. His model was so rushed he doesn't have wrists.
Wait, what?
Okay, so Crom, they ripped his model from Robin's Final Smash.
Yeah.
And they just used it. He doesn't have wrists.
Oh, that.
His wrists are paper thin.
Excellent.
He is literally a rushed clone character.
Well, yeah. He was just an Echo. He's like a sprinkle on the Smash Brothers cake. People wanted Crom, so you got a. I can't even say a Lucina clone. It was like a.
It was a Roy clone. It was a Roy and Knight clone. It was the worst parts of both of them. And the fact that when he came out, he had the wrong victory music.
That's true, he did.
He really did.
And his lines have still not been adjusted for when you're fighting him. For other characters.
They don't give a fuck.
He was the character they gave the least fuck about. Wow. I was going to say Cloud, and I thought it was Isaac for a second. That's terrible. Smash 4 Cloud was pretty cool. Smash Ultimate Cloud, he was nerfed to be really bad. His limit break mechanic is kind of cool and accurate.
Yeah, and he's still fun. Put him up there.
He's still fun. I'm going to put him in the B tier. No, C tier. Only because he has his Japanese voice. You have gotten 2 English voice actors.
Are we still hurting on the voice actor thing that they couldn't get the English voice?
They didn't try. That's the thing. He has had now 2 English voice actors. 2 good English voice actors. And they did not try. You're telling me they couldn't go and get the guy away from recording, while recording Final Fantasy VII Remake, to go and record a couple of battle lines? They could have just taken them from Final Fantasy VII Remake.
I'm sure they were probably just worried about getting him in the game.
That's another thing, too.
To get his rights again.
Okay, what about in Smash 4 then? When they got his rights the first time.
Probably the same thing.
They couldn't.
Nintendo has real issues with like voice actor unions and stuff. They don't want to pay out.
You mean Square has issues with voice actor unions?
Well, yeah. Square and voice actor unions, name a more iconic duo. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, well, to counter that, I'm going to look. There's Corrin. Corrin is both voices are unionized voice actors. So that counters that. And Corrin, as a representation of Corrin, I'm going to put in Charizard tier.
I like her like half transforming into a dragon attacks and stuff, and like having a chainsaw like sword. And
the chainsaw sword is cool.
Yeah.
The amount of the dragon transformations does not happen in the game at all.
The last 3 Fire Emblem characters that they've done have been really good and decent movesets, and not just Diet Marth.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't care like when people get mad about Fire Emblem. Like I'm fine with it now because they're like doing something different with them.
Yeah, there's just better characters that they could pick, but I understand them just wanting the main character from each game. You know, Daisy. I like Daisy, but as an Echo, it's just Peach again. So that's going down in.
She doesn't have the "Hi, I'm Daisy."
Yeah, but that's
they
not
really
even
didn't put that in. That like.
But I mean, it is a literal Echo to the point where in the one patch where they forgot to change something for Daisy with Peach and she was slightly better, like 3 days later, they repatched the game and they nerfed Daisy back to be the same as Peach. It's literally just a skin for Peach.
Well, that's dumb.
It is. Dark Pit. I like Dark Pit. Dark Pit's in Cloud tier. This is the only dark character I like in the game. Yeah, she hasn't had the high Daisy line since like the GameCube era, so that's not what bugs me about it. Let's see, Dark Samus.
You just like to see a little bit of variances in your clone characters?
A little bit.
A little bit of spice. Kind of like Isabelle being a little bit different from Villager.
And yet she's not considered an Echo.
That's why.
She's a lot a bit different from Villager, though.
That's why she's not an Echo or any of those.
I would say close to an Echo, but different thing is Dark Samus. I mean, same moves. The animations are slightly different. But Dark Samus is a terrible character. It's a Metroid with a suit. I don't even understand. Oh, because they ate the face on suit. Right.
And I know that it's just an Echo character and they threw it in as a bonus. Like literally I made that argument about them being sprinkles, but once you've seen any Brawl mod with Dark Samus and that moveset, the potential there, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling the just change the color At least they gave Dark Samus some like floaty kind of like menacing animations.
Yes.
Like her idols or I guess its idols are different.
Yes. It's only in the D tier because the character is really lame, but it's done way better than Daisy.
And Chrom.
And, well, Chrom was definitely just thrown in. Okay, now we get to Diddy. Diddy's pretty cool. Diddy's a good representation of his franchise.
Yeah, Diddy really feels like Diddy Kong.
Yeah, Diddy really feels like Diddy Kong, so that's an A tier. Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong kind of has a bunch of original stuff. I'm going to say B tier because, I mean, I understand he needed an up smash, so they gave him the 360 spin from Zangief. And the wind-up punch only kind of became integrated into Donkey Kong when the Returns franchise came back. Oh no, it was in Jungle Beat too. God, that game was weird. That's where the charge punch came in. And I mean, obviously, as the games went on, his facial animations really improved to make Donkey Kong feel like Donkey Kong. But at the same time, they were also going like, oh, let's make him be very, very gorilla-like. I understand that was the idea for the first Donkey Kong Country, but I think they went too far into the realism category.
Yeah, he's kind of, again, his own thing.
Yeah.
And he was in the first game, so he's kind of held back by that first game character syndrome.
Oh, for sure. Dr. Mario, I really think should just be a skin at this point. I'm going to put it in the Dark Samus because it's basically just Dark Samus again. Different animations.
Yeah, he really should just be a skin. I guess it was kind of cool that they gave him Mario's old moveset, and then current Mario has like the Brawl and Onward moveset.
I mean,
but if we're doing the old moveset, I'd really rather Flood was just an item or something. Like,
yeah, if we were doing
Sunshine was one game.
Yeah, that's true. We could do a lot more with that. Duck Hunt Dog. Duck Hunt Dog was Duck Hunt Trio. Duck Hunt Trio, if we want to be correct.
Duck Hunt Dog, putting Duck Hunt in was cool as a retro pick, but I don't think anyone gives a fuck about actually playing as him.
I actually enjoy playing as him when I do pick him, but he's really hard to use. But as a representation of the light gun history of Nintendo, they pretty much threw everything in.
That's true. If you asked someone to make a Duck Hunt moveset, it wouldn't have been as good as what they came up with.
Yeah.
Like they did good off of basically nothing.
Yes. So that's going in the C tier. Stupid character, really utilized the stupid character to the maximum. We go Falco and Fox, I guess. Well, I mean, Falco would have been in this tier, but they actually divided him enough.
Yeah.
So, and this is going to the Captain Falcon thing where they had to come up with something. But I feel Captain Falcon is just way cooler than Fox and Falco, so I'm putting them in the same spot. They came up with a really good moveset. Falco, they tried really hard to make him different, so he's just not Echo. Yes, they shared animations, but at some point, but they played completely different. So yes, for these two, I'm using gameplay as the example. But I feel that they're pretty well represented. And then again, the later games actually incorporated stuff from Smash. Ganondorf? I'm sorry. Ganondorf is G tier for Ganondorf. He is a terrible, terrible representation of Ganondorf.
You get mad at me the one time when I said I wish they would give Ganondorf a real moveset. It was like, people need to stop complaining about this stuff.
But this tier list is about representation of the character.
Brown man in G tier. Oh, you hate to see it. He's fun in free-for-alls, though.
Yes, he is fun to play as, but as a Ganondorf character, this is the Warlock, the Wizard. He's Captain Falcon clone, but heavy. It's a terrible representation of the character. I know they gave him a sword in Ultimate, and that was the first step to actually making him his unique character. But he's still a Captain Falcon clone. And a really bad one for the Ganondorf character. You can't deny that. Okay, so now we go to Greninja.
Greninja's cool as fuck.
Greninja's
I don't even want to hear it. He's cool as fuck. His moveset's good.
Yes, I think they did a really good job with Greninja. I mean, they did Shadow Sneak well, is how it should be. His Water Shurikens, his signature attack, is done well. Even though I wish they could throw him out faster, instead of just having the charge one.
His final smash is cool.
His up smash, his recovery is actually cool because it has the flood effect. If it hits something with water, he's well done. I think he's A. As a new Pokemon, he's done good. He feels the ninja lock very well. Ice Climbers. Ice Climbers is a little too accurate for their good in gameplay style. I mean, they jump, they swing, they suck. The bubblegum mechanic was fine, but again, I'm putting it with Duck Hunt, where it's, hey, you took this old IP, you really don't have anything to really work with, and you did the best that you could.
Yeah, they never really got that character right.
Ike took to Ultimate to fix him. Or was it 4? When did he get his blue flames?
Got his blue flames in 4, I think.
Yes.
It's hard because I'm thinking of mods where he had the blue flames a lot earlier.
Yeah.
In 4, he had the blue flames. In Ultimate, he had a really good Nair. I don't know.
Yeah, I miss his old voice actor.
Big sword go burr, basically.
Yeah. Honestly, considering how little of that Fire Emblem I've played, I really don't know much about him. I'm totally basing this off Smash, and as my main, he was pretty easy to use, as you've heard. You jump and you press A. You're good. I'm going to put him in the right beside Cloud tier. Should have something with axes. Oh, Incineroar. Incineroar, I just like killing myself with Incineroar. I like doing the spin.
Well, that happens, yeah. I think he's another good new Pokemon. He's unique. Got a cool moveset. He's fun.
Yes.
Got nice looking animations. They really captured him being like a pro wrestler.
Yes, they did him really well in that, but as a
G tier, this Kirby King does not like heavies at all.
Yeah, I'm starting to realize that. As a character representation, I think he is going to be. I want to be in front of Donkey Kong. He does the heel wrestler very well, but mechanically wise, he just doesn't work in the game.
Nintendo could put the two the Papa Radiance and whatever that other one is in a pack and sell them at full price. They really could do that.
Yeah, they really could. So now we got Inkling. Inkling's a really good representation of their franchise to the point where I don't know how to play them well. So I'm putting them up here. You have the Ink Ammo. You You have their attacks. You have their fun. They're pretty much perfect representations of the game. I mean, the only drawback is actually there isn't any drawback to them. They're well made.
No, they have good skins.
Yeah, actually,
I can think of a drawback, but it doesn't really relate to the character. Their stage fucking sucks.
Yeah, but the sad thing is
all of the ultimate characters, all the ultimate stages that were new, like pre DLC, all those stages like suck.
See,
the DLC ones are better, but
here's the thing. That's actually what Mori Towers is like in the game.
I know.
It's okay, so we got Isabelle. This is how I would do Echo characters. And it's still really weird that she's a fighter. I
think she fits into the game.
She does fit into the game. I'm just trying to think about where I would put her. I'm going to put her here. I think she covers a lot of the stuff that Villager doesn't. Every day I get pooped on by heavies. Good to know.
Are you playing online? Are you playing on the Nintendo's online servers for Ultimate? Because that'll happen to you. The play is to pick heavies on online.
Yeah.
Please, it's getting late, and I could trash Nintendo Online for hours. Let's get this going.
Okay, Ivysaur, definitely the worst representative of the 3 Pokemon Trainer Pokemon. I mean, Bullet Seed is such a bad move. I know technically it's his best move, but it's such a bad move. So I'm going to put him before Corrin. Jigglypuff. Oh, I love me.
Talk about Jigglypuff. Why are you still in this? Why are you still in this franchise? It's only because you were in the first game. Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
When was the last time Jigglypuff was in Pokemon? It was important to this franchise.
Oh, that's
since like 98, 2001. What?
Yeah, but see, here's the thing: Jigglypuff actually has a unique moveset. You can't say that for all the characters. They could replace Jigglypuff with another Pokemon. But what Pokemon would they want? Yeah, they wouldn't.
They're not cutting anyone from the original 12.
But
it's not gonna happen.
As a representation of the Pokemon, I really don't think it's a good representation. I mean, you get the sing, and you get the fact that Jigglypuff is a living balloon.
I think they did a good job. That for what I just don't know why she's still in this franchise. Like it's just weird. She's just kind of a carryover. But she has moves that she learns, and like they're pretty fun. Like they work. Like Pound's kind of shit.
Yeah.
Sing is whatever. The fact that when you break her shield, she like basically instantly dies. Like that's kind of funny. And I mean, like, let's be realistic. This character's here because Pokemon was popular at the time, and it was an easy way to reuse Kirby's model. What did you say to me? Got fighting going on in your comments.
Oh, well, that's entertaining in its own right. Well, you've convinced me to put Puff above Isabelle with that statement.
What? No, put her down. I don't want her up. Oh. I was just being honest.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
We can go more in depth. Jigglypuff ruins every game that she's in.
Oh, that's true.
She ruins me. She was a joke in 64.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I guess it was just wrong puffball.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm just going to put it at bottom of C right now then. Okay, Ken. As much as I like Ken, I don't think he was needed, but as a character representation, he's really good. So that is going to be right here. Right here. Because I think
he's going to send you to King Triforce's Furnace Fud.
All right, now we get the king. Oh, King Dedede is actually a pretty cool character.
King Dedede, they pretty much got him exactly. Like
yes.
It's all like stuff that he does in his game.
Yep, and Sakurai still voices him.
Yeah.
So the fact that Sakurai voices him, I'm putting him right for Diddy Kong. Because when I think of King Dedede, that's pretty much spot on. throw allies at guys. You have the hammer. You have the jump is done properly. Yep. You have all that stuff. King DDD. I mean, King K. Rool.
Rool did also did pretty good of getting.
Yes, trying to represent.
It's a good mix of his early games.
I think he's better representing the DK.
Yeah, they even got DK64 in there with the forward smash.
I'm still putting him here for one reason and one reason only: his run animation. I know how petty that is, but he's running around like a giant crocodile, and it looks really stupid compared to everything else that he does.
Well, yeah, they wanted to give him a crocodile run.
Yep.
I would have been fine with his little like stunted run that he does in the old country games, but I mean, I kind of like the crocodile run.
Yep, but I mean, other than that, he's perfect. I mean, he has everything.
Yes.
Kirby. Oh, where do they put King Kirby?
You better put Kirby up in that S tier. You're about to catch an unfollow.
Nope.
He's gonna hit you with the unfollow.
Kirby has gone up and down the quality depending on the game. It's really hard. This would be like putting Mario smack dab in the middle. I mean, the copy ability is cool. So that's pretty cool. With the special B, it powers it up a bit. And then they keep changing his moveset. So it's like they're not even sure about what they want to do with him.
Really? The only thing they changed was the dash attack. Like, they gave him a fireball.
Yes.
And then they made it the yo-yo spin.
And then they made it the fireball again.
They made it a fireball, but a little bit less dumb. Like, the melee fireball was kind of whack.
Yeah.
It's got a good mix of abilities from the games.
Sure does. But I still... Yeah. I'm gonna put him before... No, I'll put him in high B, right in front of Incineroar. He's well represented of his IP, but I just feel that he's varied so much between the games. Like, I know that's balancing reasons and stuff like that, but we're going back to they keep making changes, and then I'm going to go, hey, look, Ganondorf has had like 90% of his moveset now for 4 or 5 games. They don't want to go and they don't want to change some characters, but they will go and change Kirby.
But can we agree that King Kirby 56 is S tier?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Of course, he made it into Miitopia.
Let's clear that up.
We got Link, pretty iconic. Definitely changed in last game, at least look-wise. I understand that you couldn't use all his tools, but they tried to fit in as much as possible. They kept updating it. I mean, they kept him current all the times. So again, I'm putting him right beside Kirby, where they kept on updating him, but he generally tried to use what they could with the franchise. I mean, bow, boomerang, bombs, hook shots, spin attacks, the up thrust, the down thrust. They try to put everything from a lot of his games together. He really has too much tools to out of his whole franchise that it would be kind of hard to use them all. Little Mac was one of those characters I was really looking forward to, and they tried to do him really good with the super meter. Kind of fucking sucks.
I know, he's just bad.
Yes, I know.
He's just bad because they didn't want him to be a funny, push button and win character.
Yes.
Because he was cheesing wins on online. And he's really not. He's not anything. He's not great. He's not anything special. I mean, I guess if you're playing free for alls and you get a flat stage, that's kind of fun.
Yes. I'm going to put him between Duck Hunt Dog and Ice Climbers. And it's mostly because his moveset is kind of uninspired. I know they didn't have a lot for it, but he had the counter move. He had the charge punch. He had the I'm going to do a forward dashing attack, and then he just had a Shoryuken. His B specials were very unoriginal, I guess I want to call it. And yes, they did give him the TKO punch, which, as overpowered as it should be, it is way too strong for the character. It shouldn't be that strong. Yeah, and including they should have made it so like when you had your super bar full, your attacks were faster because hey, just like in Super Punch Out where the bar, it's the only game that it's in it, you could throw the rapid punches or you can throw the power punches. So they should have made it so it's like, hey, if you want, basically what they're doing with Kazuya with Rage Mode, where if you don't use your bar, your attacks are faster. But if you do your star punch, it deals a lot of damage, but your star bar is gone. And I still think the knockout punch is way too strong. Like, it should not kill at, like, heavies at, like, 40%. That's stupid.
It's just that's like his whole character now, right?
Yeah,
that's really what it is. It's just you get the KO punch and run up to someone.
Yeah, and like they really need to change his final smash because Giga Mac is stupid. It was in one game in multiplayer mode, and it's really stupid. You could have just done the rapid punches instead of making him grow big and then doing the rapid punches. That would have been better representation of the whole franchise. Okay, Lucario. I don't think Lucario... I understand his aura gimmick is supposed to be his thing, but that feels like more like an anime representation than his game representation, because
it really is. It's the anime and the movie that they based him off of.
And
that's what they ran with.
And his moveset just is kind of boring. I mean, he was a Mewtwo replacement.
He's a good character, though.
He is a good character, though, which is why he's not dropping down to E tier, which is so far bad representations of the characters. I'm going to put him basically like with Pokemon Trainer, but he's better than Ivysaur. Where like he's a fun character, but he's a really poor representation of Lucario. He's basically the movie Lucario, as you said.
I love how Jigglypuff is the gatekeeper of a somewhat decent character now.
It is. And that's only
soulless stare.
And that's because I like using Jigglypuff.
Yeah.
Lucas. I like Lucas. He's a very fucking poor representation of his game. He's better than Ness, sadly, for representing his game. But that's not saying much. He's worse than Ness,
Lucas
though.
I guess Lucas kind of is.
Yeah. Lucas is, I'm going to say... Yeah, Lucas is down here. He's a poor representation of his game still. And he's not even good. He's okay. But Ness does everything he does better. And even Ness is a poor representation of his game. I mean, you never see Ness using PK Thunder or PK Fire.
Ness has the bat and he has the yo-yo.
Yes. Which is what he does better.
And his other stuff was we have to pull from this limited spell list in the one game that he's from.
Yeah, I know.
So they made it work.
I know they did. They made it work. But I mean, they made Captain Falcon with nothing. And Captain Falcon is really cool to the point where it was like, hey, look, now we want Captain Falcon to be like this and everything. So for that...
Since his game didn't come out here. Oh, you mean Lucas? Yeah.
Yes, but...
I guess that's part of it.
Yeah, but I mean, Mother 3 is like my favorite of the Mother franchise. After at least watching all three of them. And I'm like one of the weird people who think Earthbound is like the worst of the three. Like,
Mother 3 is like more closer to a real RPG. For like, yes. I can see why you like that one more. And whereas Earthbound is kind of like quirky and wacky.
Yes, but
and Mother 1 is like, hey, do you like old RPGs with bad mechanics, level grinding?
I like the
one-shot
story.
moves that you need to have an item that you can miss to block it.
Yeah, see, Mother 1 is stupid gameplay-wise, but I think it has a better story than Earthbound does.
It does.
Earthbound went too far. Wow, we almost went into a Mother conversation. Earthbound went way too far in the crazy. But anyway, Lucina as a Marth clone, I feel was not necessary. I feel that Lucina was completely unnecessary. We had Marth. She's technically not even the main character. So she's the first non-main character, Fire Emblem character in Smash. And we got Lucina, who was a Marth clone, who, by the way, does not even play like Marth in the game. And second of all, Chrom taught Lucina how to fight. And they don't play anything alike. So even continuity-wise, they're not well done. Not at all. Terribly done.
I know what you mean.
Luigi. Oh, Luigi has been all over the place.
They really got a good attitude for Luigi.
Yes, Luigi, I'm going to say, is where they got him spot on, except for like one or two things. And definitely they kind of fixed it, but then they didn't utilize it. Like, his stupid first Final Smash was really dumb. It was really fucking stupid. Didn't have anything to do with him. The excuse was he was tired of living in Mario's shadow, so he pulled in all his negative energies and he did a JoJo reference.
And a JoJo reference.
It was a JoJo reference. He did the stupid Dio pose. He did. And then they gave him the Poltergust in the new game.
Less like Dio than when he was in Brawl, too.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, I didn't want to bend back and go, rah! Like any farther.
Oh, please.
And then they changed it with a Poltergust for his Final Smash, and then they gave him the really fucked up tether recovery in Ultimate. Like, it's really fucked how that works, because it doesn't work like a normal tether recovery. The plunger has to land on the top of the stage, and then you get the tether recovery. It doesn't snap to the ledge. Like, correct. It's really weird, and it's really pointless. And I know I'm always say, hey, if you introduce this thing, you should go and update the characters once in a while, because that was my complaint with Kirby. They never stayed stable with him. But I feel for Luigi, they should have done something different with him. Like, even from the start, instead of just being the echo of Mario with the, oh, my Shoryuken has a really loud shine effect and launches straight up really high. And he could have that in the attitude. But I feel like Luigi is pretty much just like the okay joke character of the game. Kind of like Dan nowadays. Speaking of Mario, so we go with Mario. He's a Shoto character. He's got the uppercut. He's got the fireball.
No, we're not going to start this discussion of who's a Shoto.
I mean, I feel that he really needs to replace fucking Flood. Really bad.
Yeah, the Flood should just be an item. It's going to go.
It's really got to go. And that's bumping him down to Cloud tier. Higher than Cloud tier. Because that Flood needs to fucking go. They're sticking to a moveset thing, and then they're sticking with the moveset way too fucking much. Sunshine hasn't been relevant for like 10 years. Maybe even more. When did that come out? Like 2002, 2003? Anyway, it's been way too long. Marth. Marth is way too good and really should be like the only Fire Emblem character. Really?
Delete all the Fire Emblem except for Marth.
No, but I mean, as the Fire Emblem rep, he is like the perfect rep of a franchise that they based a lot of Marth's like shit after the Smash Marth, just like with Captain Falcon. Because Marth and Fire Emblem is so vanilla. They really had nothing to go with.
Shit, I gotta go. So, Jay, you're gonna have to prop markup here.
All right. So yeah, so I'm putting Marth like a Diddy Kong tier, where he was so well represented that other media took over it for him. Mega Man, I'll speed through this a bit faster. Mega Man is, yeah, you guys can meme it up in the corner there. Mega Man, I feel, is really good represented. So he's in the Incineroar Link tier. Meta Knight, I'm going to put...
Meta Knight.
Yeah, old Meta Knight was, hey, I'm going to put him in this tier because his moveset from Smash became his moveset in the other games. But still not as cool as Captain Falcon, but almost. Oh, why is Bayonetta so high up now? I'm moving Bayonetta down to Link tier, where she is accurate, but they had too much to use. Mewtwo was, again, I'm going to put beside Lucario. Really based off his movie. Doesn't really do a lot of stuff. I mean, he's got Shadow Ball and Confuse, and he's got a really fucking bad moveset to represent Pokemon. And yeah, they gave him the movie voice. Okay. And then they even messed that up, because when they gave him Mega Mewtwo Y, that Mewtwo doesn't get Mega Mewtwo Y. I really like Mega Mewtwo X, so this is a bias too. The Mii characters are going in the E tier. They just don't feel like they need to be in the game. But they open up, actually, they took out a lot of options for characters to be skins. Mr. Game & Watch is going right beside Duck Hunt Dog, but better than Duck Hunt Dog, where, hey, here's a character that really didn't need to be here, but he's really fucking cool how they did him. And they utilized a lot of his stuff well. Ness is in the Dr. Mario tier, where it's like, well, no, you got to bump him up to Echoes. I feel it's a poor representation of his franchise, but he's kind of iconic now to have that moveset, even though people probably play Earthbound. It's like, where's his PK Fire and Lightning and whatever. Olimar, I feel he's, again, good rep of the franchise. Kinda just doesn't feel well utilized to work in the game. Like, a lot of his mechanics just go against him in combat. They can be really good. Kind of a good master of character. Pac-Man. Again, I feel that Pac-Man really should have been in. They used him really well. Sure. So he's going to be between Greninja and DDD. Palutena really didn't need to be in the game. Palutena is going to be before Ness. I really feel she didn't need to be in the game, and did a really poor representation of her. Peach is pretty accurate, and I mean, she's got her sport move, she's got the float, she has the turn up. I feel she is better. She's probably in, like, right here. I feel she's a strong character, you know, represents her well, so on and so forth. Pichu. Pichu is in Bowser Jr. tier. Just did not need to exist. Pikachu. Face of the franchise. Seems to be pretty accurate. Kind of cute. Does his job. I'm going to put him beside Greninja. Piranha Plant. I know you're a Piranha Plant, but I feel he shouldn't be in the game. I know you love Piranha Plant, but I really feel that he is really poorly designed. I'm sorry. He's just really poorly designed. I mean, he has Piranha Plant stuff, but then he has other things which are just really stupid. Actually, that bumps him up a bit. So I guess I would put him in front of Dark Samus. At least he has a unique moveset, right? Pit. Gotta put Pit beside Dark Pit. I mean, they're basically the same character. Pokemon Trainer. You're not a character. You're a moveset of 3 characters, which are individual here. You're in G tier. Richter. Richter, you're an Echo. I like you way better than Simon, but you suck. But you're really good representation of your franchise. You have all the stuff from your franchise. And this isn't based on how good you are. So I'm going to put you by Kirby, in front of Kirby, because you could have at least had a different Final Smash, like Hydrostorm. You should have had Hydrostorm. Ridley, you fucking suck. You're not even good representation of your franchise. You have your fireballs, and that's it.
Yeah, Ridley was a huge disappointment.
Yes, but he's going right beside Bowser, where it's like they kind of just took the big monster guy and they did their own thing. The fact that he only has 2 jumps and then a really bad up B is really stupid. Rob, guess what, Rob? You're slightly worse. You're slightly worse than Duck Hunt Dog, because they took a toy and they did something cool with it. Probably did the best that they could. Robin's actually really, really cool, because they actually made a Mage Fire Emblem character for a main character. Did him really well. They gave him the Levin sword. His sword mechanic is accurate to the game, even if it's like fundamentally against you. So I am putting you. I'm putting you by Diddy Kong. Where did Donkey Kong go? Why did Donkey Kong go all the way down there? Donkey Kong's here. Rosalina really didn't have anything to go off of. They didn't even give you the double jump or the spin jump. Your up B is literally an item now. You are a very poor representation of your franchise, and you're not even that good. I am putting you right beside Palutena. Roy's our board. Yes.
Roy's our board.
Yeah. I mean, since you were literally put into the game to market your game to North America, and then they never brought your game to North America because they realized it's too hard for us. Us poor North Americans are such bad gamers. You kind of failed at your one goal. I'm putting you along with the other Fire Emblem Sword main characters. You're in front of Lucina, because at least you had an original moveset, unlike Lucina. Ryu. Okay. Ryu, I feel, does his job way better than Ken, because Ken was introduced to the game later. And he's really representative of his franchise. But you're no King K. Rool. You're not beating King K. Rool. Samus, they did a pretty good job with what little tools that they had. I mean, you have the missiles, you got the bombs, you got the charge shot, you got the screw attack, you got the wall jumps. That's pretty close to normal Samus, tiers. I just wish he was a bit better. So you're right before King Dedede. Okay, and we get Sheik. Sheik really is not Sheik when you think of it. Sheik is a very original character, and actually even her new moveset in Ultimate and 4 was still not very Sheik-like, because all Sheik had was, I play the harp, do 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 do. So you are probably going to be right here. Yes, I did bury Pichu because Pichu was stupid and useless. It was a joke character gone too far. Shulk. I have never played Xenoblade. But the fact that they used his time future telling mechanic as just a counter was really lazy. This is... You think Shulk is Sheik tier? I think, well, I don't really know much about Xenoblade. I actually refuse to play it because it's not Xenogears or Xenosaga. I am going to put by Ness, I guess, because again, this is how people know the character. They know him by his Mimi lines. Simon. Okay, Simon is worse than Richter because to make Simon a whole character, they had to take stuff from Richter. And Simon looks like a barbarian, which is not what he looks like nowadays. So they couldn't even get Simon correct. And so Simon is going along with where would I put Simon? Simon as an echo and a representation of the franchise. He's the face, but he's not really a good representation of the franchise anymore. But he is accurate, and then he's got more stuff. I guess I'm going to put him below Isabelle right now. Snake! Can't use guns on a character who uses guns. And then they gave Bayonetta guns like 2 games later. When you think of it, it's kind of funny. And then they didn't update Snake's moveset, which is even funnier. Also, the fact that they're still using the Big Boss model, even though it's supposed to be Solid Snake because they use the Metal Gear Solid. Snake is... I'm going to put him... I'm going to put him in Lucas tier, actually. For that reason alone. He's not even accurate, and they couldn't use what they wanted to because of too mature. Sonic. Sonic feels like they tried too hard to be his 2D Sonic form, like the Genesis version. And yet they used the modern Sonic design because like he has spin dash and I'm trying to remember, and then he has homing attack. Like they had a lot of stuff that they could use from other games, but they were really limited. Or they were really limited on what they wanted to use. So the opposite of the higher C tier. So D tier. But I'm going to say better than Charizard. Because it's the same problem with Charizard. It's just not a lot to really use for. Squirtle. I think Squirtle, just because Squirtle plays so much better than Charizard and Ivysaur, is probably going to be higher up. He's really slippery, like turtles. Turtles aren't slippery. What am I talking about?
Yes, they are. They're always wet.
Yeah, but I mean, you don't see him slipping and sliding around like Squirtle does. All I'm just saying is that Squirtle's actually, out of the 3 of them, he's probably the one that's best designed. So I'm going to put Squirtle, I guess, right after Jigglypuff. Come on, tier list. Right after Jigglypuff. Toon Link. God, Toon Link was just a waste. Toon Link was a replacement for Young Link, which I think was even a waste to begin with. So Toon Link is going into the Mii Fighter should not have existed tier, but at least he's usable, unlike Pichu. Villager. Villager is basically Isabelle, but at least makes sense for doing the violence. And I feel slightly better than Ken up here, but not by much. Wii Fit Trainer, I think, should be gone. Just like Dr. Mario and Dark Samus, but at least she has a moveset. So that's actually worse than Petey Piranha. I mean, you can't even get Wii Fit anymore. They have Ring Fit. I really think they should have updated the character to Ring Fit Trainer.
That would make sense.
That would make sense, but they didn't. You got Wolf. Wolf is actually, I think he's worse than Dr. Mario. Because Wolf has way worse attacks, unlike Dr. Mario, and his animations are pretty much copy, except for his walk animation, which is really stupid. Sorry, I've been talking, my throat's getting sore. Why is there so many characters in this game? Yoshi. Yoshi, I feel, is not really good rep for Yoshi, because I mean, Yoshi doesn't turn into an egg and roll around, but it's got the flutter jump. They're throwing the eggs, but the throwing the eggs are kind of wrong. It can turn enemies into, like, you can turn enemies into eggs, but it's kind of useless. And no third jump really hinders you in this game, even with the invincibility on your second jump. Big whoop. It's so I feel you are in worse than Corrin. Young Link, again, I feel should be with Toon Link, which shouldn't be needed. It's pretty much the same thing with Dr. Mario, where it's like, yes, but it's like, I feel that it's like if we're talking about like Marvel vs. Capcom 2, it's like how you had Adamantium Claws Wolverine and Bone Claw Wolverine, where the character had changed so much that they had to put a second version of the character in to say, we got everyone. And I feel that if we're going by that logic, you know, like, why wasn't there, well, I guess there was with Dr. Mario. Why wasn't there a Mario with a down smash? Or, you know, with the tornado? So on and so forth, because that was Luigi. All I'm just saying is that I feel Young Link and Toon Link were kind of wasted characters. And honestly, I just hate Young Link, so that doesn't help my opinion. And it's my list. Why are Nana and Popo separate in this? Zelda. I like Zelda's design, but she's not good representation of her franchise because she doesn't get, you know, like the shield and the fireballs and the wind, remote granted time. So yeah, she's like a really poor version of herself. So I'm going to put her beside Daisy. Like literally just has nothing from now, but then that excuse goes with Captain Falcon. Captain Falcon is so cool that his version, but anyway, Zelda has not adapted what Captain Falcon has in the other shows. It's just she's her own character basically. Same thing with Sheik. Where did I put Sheik? Where did I put Sheik? Oh, Sheik's here. Wow, no, she can't be that work. I like Zelda more than Sheik. I guess you're here. Slightly better. Zero Suit Samus, I feel, should not have been made a character. She was only there because they needed to have the Crystal Flash as stupid. Or, you know, oh, Samus loses her armor, you know, in Final Smash to make you think, oh, you don't want to use the Hyper Beam. The armor breaks off. It's kind of stupid. Doesn't make sense. Obviously, they had to go with the original moveset, But no, wait, she came out after Zero Mission, which had the gun. Yeah, I just feel she was a stupid, useless character. So literally right beside Dark Samus. Just should not. I don't know why Nana and Popo are over here, but I do like Nana better than Popo because that's just the way I am. Maybe I just like Pink better, and I want it. And then obviously together they are better. Wario. I mean, they're starting to fix him now. He's more like his classic self, but he still has his WarioWare like looks. But obviously they didn't like other than like riding a bike. WarioWare Wario doesn't do anything. So he's a really poor representation of both of his franchise. You have two franchises to work off of, and you're representing them both wrong. But he's going down to Bowser tier, even lower than Bowser tier. He is going down to Mii Fighter tier because they made him fart jokes. And he has never been about fart jokes in any of his games. Oh boy, we're in DLC time. Okay. Joker. Joker's too strong. Really good representation of his franchise. Out of the spells that they gave him, it's kind of cool. I'm gonna put him up by Robin tier. Hero goes down to right between Richter and Kirby. And this is completely me being biased, but the fact that they did not give you gender choices for the choice for the characters kind of irked me. Because the hero in 3 and 4, you had a male gender choice, and they didn't give you that. They couldn't have like come up with like all colors for them or something. Anyway, Banjo Kazooie. I think these are actually the best versions of the characters. So you are. I never got into S tier. You are going into Meta Knight tier. Or Marth. No, wait, that doesn't make sense. You know, honestly, here, this makes way more sense. Let's bump these 3 up to S tier. And yeah, there we go. That's a bit cleaner now. Wait. Did they seriously put Banjo and Kazooie? They put Banjo and Kazooie separately. Oh, what did I do? Why did you put Banjo and Kazooie separately? I guess he just wanted the Hibbers markers. Terry. Terry's too good. He's too well represented of his franchise. They didn't even record new dialogue for him. And his stage is fun, but this isn't about stages. He has all of his moves, which like no Fatal Fury has ever done or King of Fighters. He's in Banjo tier. Corrin is along with most of the Fire Emblem characters where they had to pull stuff from other characters to make their character. Actually, they do have more. But not as much as Ike. Yeah. A little better than Corrin. I'm going to put you between Charizard and Sonic. Min. So accurate, it's fundamental to the gameplay. That would be around Richter. Steve should have been what the Mii Fighters were. Considering you have to... The whole point of the Minecraft character is that they're supposed to be fully customizable. And you don't have that because obviously you couldn't have that. And they took way too much work to put in gameplay-wise to put accurate. I am going to put them in, I'm going to say between Cloud and Mario. Sephiroth, I feel, shouldn't have been in the game, but everyone's like, oh, Sephiroth, so awesome. And, I mean, he's pretty accurate to his Dissidia form. Well, Cloud is not accurate to his Dissidia form at all. And, again, I wish he had an English voice, so that bumps him down a bit. So I am putting him right before Jigglypuff. Mythra and wow, I just had a brain fart. And wow, it's almost midnight.
Pyra or whatever.
Yes, Pyra. They're pretty good characters. I'm going to put them. Where's Bayonetta? Where did Bayonetta go? I'm going to put them around. Actually, no. I'm not putting them by Bayonetta. I am putting them by where am I putting them? Okay, their costumes had to be censored because they were too skimpy. They do have their move sets, or at least their breakers. But they don't do the switch thing, I think. Oh, no, wait, they do the switch thing. They're actually pretty accurate to their game material. But I guess that means they should be higher up. I'm going to put them with they had to be censored because they're too mature tier. And out of the two, I'm putting Mythra. Actually, they're better than Bayonetta in that case. I'm putting Mythra in front of Pyra because, hey, this is my list and I have to put them there, so bias there. So, and Jin Kazuya would be probably around Terry. Because from what he looks like he's really accurate and really fun, and he's got a lot of really cool mechanics. So there's my list. I'm tired. Thank you for watching. And good night.
Good night,
everybody.